girls together. Don't kill yourselves. Please mark it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I'm going to put you in your groups now. When I call out your number, I'll tell you where you're going to be in the formation.
Oh, God. I don't remember my number.
Right, when I go out find a person without a number, it's you. Okay, girls first. Number 2, downstage. Number 9, upstage. Number 10, downstage. Number 23, upstage. 23, Judy Turner.
23.
Right, stage left, girls. Second group. Number 37, downstage. Number 60, upstage.
God, I hope I get it. I hope I get it. How many people does he need? How many people does he need? I hope I get it. How many boys, how many girls? Look at all the people, at all the people. How many people does he need? How many boys, how many girls? How many people does he?
I really need this job. Please, God, I need this job. I've got to get this job.
Okay, third group of boys. Number 81, downstage. Number 84, upstage. Number 45, downstage. Okay, boys, stage left. All right, we're going to do the ballet combination. First group of girls, second group to follow. First group ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Deanna, you're dancing with your tongue again.
Sorry. Shit.
Next group, Deanne. You, any ballet?
No?
Don't dance. Don't dance. All right, next group. All right, boys, and up, up, up. Hold it, stop. How many years ballet? What? Any Broadway shows? No. All right, the arms are second, down, and fourth. You got it? I want to see it. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, next group, and point the headband. Keep your head up. Headband, head up. All right, next group, and up, up, up.
God, I really blew it. I really blew it. How could I do a thing like that? A thing like that, I'll never make it. I'll never make it. He doesn't like the way I look. He doesn't like the way I dance. He doesn't like the way I.
Girl in purple, much better, but still too much tension. Face, neck, and shoulders. Relax. A 5, 6. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Stop.
I think I know the steps, but can someone dance in front?
Larry. A 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, next group. 5, 6, 7, 8. Hands out. Hands out. Hold it, stop. Sheila, do me a favor. You dance upstage. You downstage. A 5, 6, 7, 8. not pivot step, right? Are you chewing gum? Yeah. Get rid of it. And step up, cross, turn from there, okay? All right, guys, again. 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, next group. 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, hold it. Listen, that's really great. But tone it down and stay in formation, okay? Point your headband, head up. 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, next group. 5, 6, 7, 8. I really need this job. Please God, I need this job. I've got to get this job. Broadway shows?
No.
Broadway shows?
Touring company.
Okay, I'm eliminating down. When I call out your number, please form a line. Girls first. Number 2. Number 9. Number 10. Number 23. Amy Turner.
23.
Right. Number 37. 149. 152. 179. Cassie. Other girls, thank you very much. I'm sorry. Boys, number 5, number 17, 44, 45, 63, 67, 81, and 84. Other boys, thank you. Larry?
God, I think I've got it. I think I've got it. I knew he liked me all the time.
I want your pictures and resumes, please.
So what's coming next?
What happens was? God, I hope I get it. I hope I get it. I've come this far, but even so, it could be yes, it could be no. How many people does he? I really need the star of the storm. Please, God, I need the star of the stars. I've got to get this show.
Pictures and resumes, please.
Am I anyway? Am I my resume? That is a picture of a person I don't know. What does he want from me? What should I try to be? So many faces all around, and here we go. I need this job. Oh God, I need this show.
Today, I'd like you to tell me your stage name, real name if it's different. And I'd like to know where you were born and when.
Terrific.
Fabulous.
Excuse me, do we have to? I mean, it isn't very polite to ask a lady her age.
Being polite doesn't interest me. Your age does. And I want to know your age. Okay, let's go down the line and start on the end. Stage right.
26.
Start with your name and step forward.
My real name is Don Kerr, born Kansas City, Kansas, October 20th, 1949.
Next.
Maggie Winslow.
Louder.
Maggie Winslow, sometimes known as Margaret, Margie, Peggy. Anyways, all of the above. It's real, and I was born on Thursday evening, San Mateo, California, 10:40 p.m., August 17th, 1950.
I'm Mike Costa, used to be Costa Filoni. Born in Trenton, New Jersey on July 9th, 1951, which makes me 24.
Next.
Hi, I'm Connie McKenzie. The whole name is Connie Edna Sue McKenzie, but please don't tell anybody. I was born in Greenville, North Carolina on Groundhog's Day, 1955.
Next.
My real name is Sidney Kenneth Beckenstein. My Jewish name is Rachmel Lev Ben Yaakov Meyer Beckenstein. And my professional name is Gregory Gardner. Very East Side, I do not deny it. Born August 2nd, 1943.
Cassie, Zach, could I talk to you for a minute?
Sure, go ahead.
Well, I mean privately.
Not now, Cassie. You're running about an hour behind.
Well, I know, but I just wanted
Next.
to talk.
I'm Sheila Bryant, really Sarah Rosemary Bryant, which I really hate. I was born August 8th, 1946 in Colorado Springs, Colorado. And I'm going to be 30 real soon. And I'm real glad.
I'm Robert Charles Joseph Henry Mills III. That's my real name, too. I come from upstate New York, near Buffalo. Can't remember the name of the town, I blocked it out. Born March 15th, 1950.
My name is Bibi Benzenheimer. I know, I've got to change it. Born June 6, 1949. I come from Boston, and here I am.
My name is Judy Turner, but my real name is Alana Turner. No, just kidding. It's always been Judy Turner. Born July 21, 1947. Oh, and I'm from El Paso, Texas.
That's good. Next.
My name is Richie Walters. I'm from Herculean, Missouri. Born on the full moon, June 23rd, 1948, and I'm black.
I'm Alan DeLuca, January 11th, 1945, and I come from the Bronx.
I'm Christine Urich, Christine Evelyn Urich, born September 1st, 1953.
Tell them where you're from.
Oh, I'm from St. Louis, Missouri. Oh, and my married name is DeLuca.
Oh, I didn't know, Al. Congratulations.
Thanks.
Next.
Well, as far as I'm concerned, I'm Valerie Clark. But my parents think I'm Margaret Mary Houlihan. Couldn't she just die? I was born in the middle of nowhere, a little town called Arlington, Vermont. Bye-bye.
How old are you?
Old. No. 25.
Mark Anthony? Really, Mark Philip Lawrence Tabori, Tempe, Arizona? I'm 20.
Oh, Jesus.
And if I get this show, I'll work real hard.
Oh, brother. Don't let him bug you, honey.
Paul San Marco, it's my stage name. My real name is Efrain Ramirez. I was born in Spanish Harlem, October 22nd, 1947.
My name is Deanna Morales, and I didn't change it because I figured ethnic was in. Born 6/10/48. You got that? Oh, and I was born in a Hollywood bed in the Bronx.
Go on, Deanna.
Go on what? Oh, you want to know how tall I am? The color of my eyes? How many shows I've done? Well, I just gave you my picture and resume. Everything you want to know is right there.
I know. Now tell me what's not on
Like what?
it. Talk about yourself.
Talk about what?
Tell me about the Bronx.
What's to tell about the Bronx? It's uptown and to the right.
Well, what did you do there?
In the Bronx? Mostly wait to get out.
Well, what made you start dancing?
Who knows? I have rhythm. I'm Puerto Rican. I always jumped around and danced. Hey, do you want to know if I can act? Give me a scene to read. I'll act. I'll perform. just can't stand here and talk. Please? I'm too nervous.
Well, then relax.
Look, I really don't mind talking. I just can't be the first. Please?
You want this job, don't you?
Well, sure, I want this job.
All right, Deanna. Back in line. Before we do any more dancing, and we will be dancing some more, let me explain something. I'm looking for a strong dancing chorus. I need people that look terrific together and that can work together as a group. But there are some small parts that have to be played by the dancers that I hire. Now, I have your pictures and resumes. I know what shows you've been in, but that's not going to help me. And I don't just want to give you a few lines to read. I think it'd be better if I knew something about you, about your personalities. So I'm going to ask you a few questions. I want to hear you talk. Treat it like an interview. I don't want you to think that you have to perform. I just want to hear you talk and be yourselves. And everybody just relax. Well, as much as you can. Sheila?
How many people do you want?
4 and 4.
44? No, 4 and 4.
4 boys and 4 girls.
Need any women?
Okay, Mike, I'll start with you.
Me? Don't you want to start at the end?
No, I'll start with you and relax.
Well, I could if you would start at the end. What do you want to know?
What do you want to tell me?
Well, I'd like to tell you to start at the end. I can't think of a thing.
Oh, yes, you can. What made you start dancing?
Oh, because my sister did. You see, I come from this big Italian family. My grandmother was always hanging out windows, leaning on a little pillow, because that's what Italian grandmothers do, hang out windows. I was the last of 12. I was an accident. I was, really. At least that's what my sister told me. Oh, that was the sister, Rosalie. She was the one who started taking dance lessons. My mother used to take her every Saturday, and she used to take me along. I liked going.
How old were you?
4. I'd sit there all perky and I'm watching Cisco pitter-pat. Said I could do that. I could do that. Knew every step right off the bat. Said I could do that. I could do that. One morning, Sis won't go to dance class. I grabbed her shoes and tights and all, but my foot's too small, so I stuffed her shoes with extra socks. Run 7 blocks in nothing flat. Hell, I can do that. I can do that. I got to class and had it made, and so I stayed the rest of my life. All thanks to Sis, now I'm married and fat. Said if I could do this, that I could do that. And then everyone started calling me Twinkle Toes.
Doesn't that bother you?
No, I figured let them say what they want to.
Oh, come on, Mike, I don't buy that.
Well, sure it bothers me. How would you like to be called Twinkle Toes just because you took a couple of dance steps? I mean,
Okay,
really?
Mike, back in line. Bobby, you're on.
Well, actually, I don't know how I turned out as heavenly as I did. See, when I was 5 years old, I was playing jacks, and the car fell down on my head.
Get the hook.
Bobby, are you going to do a routine?
No. Moving right along. Moving along. Well, let's see. Do you want to know about all the wonderful and exciting things that have happened to me in my life? Or do you want the truth?
I'll take the truth.
Well, to begin with, I come from this quasi-middle upper or upper middle class family type home. Never could figure out which, but it was real boring. I mean, we had money, but no taste. You know the kind of house? AstroTurf on the patio? Anyway, My mom, she had a lot of card parties and was one of the foremost bridge cheaters in America. And my dad, he worked for this big corporation. They used to send him out to the field a lot to drink. Better that than to find him lying on his office floor. But he was okay. I was the strange one.
How strange?
Real strange. I used to love to give garage recitals. Bizarre recitals. This one time I was doing Frankenstein as a musicale. And I spray painted this kid silver all over. They had to rush him to the hospital because he had that thing when your pores can't breathe. He lived. Because luckily I didn't paint the soles of his feet.
And what if I'm next? What if I'm next? What am I gonna do? I haven't got a clue. I've got to think of something. What does he want? What does he want? Stories from the past. I better find one fast. What should I say? What can I tell him?
As I got older, I kept getting stranger and stranger. I used to go down to this busy intersection near my house at rush hour and direct traffic. Hey, I just wanted to see if anybody noticed me. That's when I started breaking into people's houses. Wouldn't steal a thing. I just rearranged their furniture.
And orphan at 3, mother and dad both gone. Raised by a sweet ex-con, tied up and raped at 7. Seriously, nothing too obscene. I better keep it clean.
What should I say? What can I tell him?
School. You want to hear about school? I went to PS shit. See, I was the kind of kid that was always getting slammed into lockers and stuff like that. Not only by the students, by the teachers too. Oh, and I hated sports. Hated sports. And sports were very big. I mean, it was Jock City, but I didn't make one team. Couldn't catch a ball if it had Elmer's glue on it. And wouldn't my father have to be this big ex-football hero? He was so humiliated, he didn't know what to tell his friends. So he told them all I had polio. On Father's Day, I would limp for him. And
got him a wreck. I don't know where to start. I'm gonna fall apart. Where are my childhood memories? Who were the boys? What were my toys? Gone beyond recall. And why am I so tall? What should I say? What can I tell him?
And my mother kept saying, if you don't stop setting your little brother on fire, we're just gonna have to send you away. And I was always thinking up these spectacular ways of killing myself. Then I realized to commit suicide in Buffalo is redundant.
Okay, Bobby. Back in line. Sheila.
Yes? You want me?
Yes.
He wants me.
To talk.
Right. What do you want to know about me first?
Try, why are you in the business?
Well, I always wanted to be a prima ballerina. Oh, God, that light. What color is that? Do you have anything softer?
Don't worry about the lights. Just talk.
Well, like I said, I wanted to be a ballerina because my mother was a ballerina until my father made her give it up.
Sheila, come down stage. Closer.
Ooh, can I sit on your lap?
Do you always come on like this?
No, sometimes I'm aggressive. Actually, I'm a Leo.
What's that supposed to mean?
Means the other 11 months of the year have to watch out. I'm very strong.
Yeah, maybe too strong.
Oh, am I doing something you don't like? I mean, you told me to be myself.
Just bring it down.
Bring what down?
Your attitude. Tell me about your parents.
My parents?
Your father. mother?
My mother. My mother was raised like a little nun. She couldn't go out. She couldn't even babysit.
Sheila, don't perform. Just talk.
But she wanted to be a dancer and she had all these scholarships and everything. And when she got married, my father made her give it up. Isn't this exciting? And then she had this daughter, me. And she made her what she wanted to be. And she was fabulous the way she did it. Do you want to know how she did it?
Yes, but first your hair.
What, you don't like it?
No. Let it down.
Well, that's what I've been trying to do. Better?
Better. Go on.
Oh, how she did it. Well, first she took me to see all the ballets. And then she gave me her old toe shoes, which I used to run down the sidewalk in on my toes at 5. And then I saw the red shoes, and I wanted to be that lady, that redhead. And then when she saw that I really had to dance, she said, well, you can't do it until you're 8. Oh, by then I was only 6. And I said, but I've got to dance. I mean, anything to get out of that house.
What?
Nothing.
What did you say?
I just said that I wanted to get out of my house.
Why?
The truth?
Sure. You're strong enough.
Well, let's face it, my family seems, not good. Daddy always thought that he married beneath him. That's what he said, that's what he said. When he proposed, he informed my mother he was probably her very last chance. No, she was 22. No, she was 22. No, she was 22. She married him. Life with my dad wasn't ever a picnic, more like a come as you are. When I was 5, I remember my mother dug earrings out of the car. I knew that they weren't hers, but it wasn't something you want to discuss. He wasn't warm. Well, not to her. Well, not to us. But everything was beautiful at the ballet. Graceful men with lovely girls in white. Yes, everything was beautiful at the ballet. Hey, I was happy at the ballet. That's when I started class. Off the steep and very narrow stairway to the voice like a metronome. Up a steep and very narrow stairway. It wasn't paradise. It wasn't paradise. It wasn't paradise, but it was home.
Mother always said I'd be very attractive when I grew up, when I grew up. Different, she said, with a special something and a very, very personal flair. And though I was 8 or 9, though I was 8 or 9, though I was 8 or 9, I hated her. Now, different is nice, but it sure isn't pretty. Pretty is what it's about. I never met anyone who was different, who couldn't figure that out. So beautiful, I'd never live to see. But it was clear, well, if not to her, well, then to me, that everyone was beautiful at the ballet. Every prince has got to have his swan. Yes, everyone is beautiful at the ballet. I was pretty at the ballet.
what he said.
I don't know where to begin.
Tell him how you started.
Well, everybody says that when I was little, every time they put on the radio, I just get up and start dancing. And, one day this man came around to my house selling,
Lessons.
And he was a terrific salesman, too. I'll never forget it. He put me up against this television set. It was one of those great big square things. And he turned me around and picked up my foot and touched it to the back of my head and said, "This little girl could be a star." Well, I don't know if it was the look on my face or the fact that I wouldn't let go of his leg. But my mother saw how much it meant to me. I mean, I watched everything on television that had dancing on it. Especially every Sunday on,
Ed Sullivan.
Oh, right! Ed Sullivan, every Sunday, like church. Oh, dear, what was I talking about?
Ed Sullivan.
No, it was, no. Right! Ed Sullivan, every Sunday. I'm sorry. Just I'm really nervous.
That's all right. Take a minute and pull yourself together.
For her, this is together.
He's right. But anyway, I always knew what I wanted to do. I wanted to be like all those people in the movies. Only it's funny, I never wanted to be Ann Miller. I always wanted to be Doris Day. Except I had this little,
Problem.
See, I really couldn't sing. I could never really sing. What I couldn't do was
Sing.
I have trouble with that. It goes all around. It's terrifying.
Sing.
See, I really couldn't hear which note was lower or was
Higher.
which is why I disappear if someone says, "Let's start up."
Choir.
Hey, when I begin
Shriek.
to, it's a cross between
Squeak.
a quiver or a...
Moan.
It's a little like
Croak.
or the record player. What it doesn't have is...
Tone.
Oh, I know you're thinking, what a crazy...
Ding-a-ling.
But I really couldn't...
Sing.
I could never really...
Sing.
But I couldn't do it.
Sing. Three blind mice.
3 blind mice! It isn't intentional.
She's doing her best. Jingle bells, jingle bells.
Jingle bells, jingle bells! It really blows my mind.
She gets depressed.
But when I laugh in pitch, I sure make up in...
Power!
And all my friends say I am perfect for the shower! Still, I'm terrific at it.
Dance.
That's a comment in there.
Pants.
I'm a birdie on the...
Wing!
But when I begin
Chirp.
to, they say who's the little
Twerp.
one pong instead of...
Ding!
And when Christmas comes and all my friends go... It is so disheartening.
Ning.
It is so disquieting.
Ting.
It is so discouraging.
Jing.
Darling, please stop dancing.
Ring!
See, I really couldn't.
Sing.
I could never really.
Sing.
What I couldn't do was.
Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do.
Sing, 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 sing.
Never sing a note, never sing a note, never.
Okay, Alan, Christine, back in line. Mark.
Well, I get the feeling that most of you always knew what you wanted to do. Me? Well, I didn't. I was just a kid for a while. Oh, one day? Well, my father had this fabulous library in back of the house. And when I was about 11, I guess, I found this medical textbook. It had pictures of the male and female anatomy in it, and I thought that was pretty interesting.
Were you interested in medicine, or were you just into the pictures?
Well, no, I was just looking and, well.
Hello, 12.
Hello, 13.
Hello, love.
Change is old.
Down below, time to doubt.
To break out. It's a mess.
It's a mess.
Time to grow.
Time to go.
Adolescent. Too young to take over.
diagnosed my own appendicitis. Next day I went to our doctor down the block. Sure enough, acute appendicitis. They rushed me right to the hospital. Well, I figured this book would cover everything the rest of my life. And when I was 13, well, I had my first wet dream. I went right back to the book. Milky discharge, milky discharge, milky discharge. Gonorrhea. I was in shock, gonorrhea. Before I even started, I was terrified. Well, I couldn't tell my mother I had gonorrhea. So the book said drink a lot of water and...
Is that all the book said?
No, it said take penicillin, the strepto something or other. But I couldn't do anything about that unless I told somebody. So all I could do was drink the water, and I drank like 20 glasses a day. For 3 weeks, I almost drowned. So finally, I went to confession and I told the priest I had gonorrhea. Well, he was in shock too. Who have you been with, my son? Nobody? Nobody? Then how can you have gonorrhea? Well, I told him about the book's diagnosis for milky discharge and, well, he set me straight. That's the only time the church ever helped me out. Well, I was
4'10", 4'10". That's the story of my life. I remember when everybody was my size. Boy, was that great! But then everybody started moving up, and there I was, stuck at 4'10", 4'10". But I kept hoping and praying. I used to hang from the parallel bar by the hour, hoping I'd stretch just an inch more. 'Cause I was into dancing then, and I was good. And I wanted so much to be a prima ballerina. And then I went out for cheerleader. And they told me, no dice. You'll get lost on the football field. The pom-poms are bigger than you. I spent my whole childhood waiting to grow.
Tits! When am I gonna grow tits?
Secret, my whole life was a secret.
One little fart, and they called me Stinky for 3 years. Ah!
Barbacoole, my God, barbacoole!
Sing it, Doctor, in Neverland.
I'll show you mine. You show me yours.
Time to grow, time to go.
Mom and Dad were doing it.
I'm gonna be a movie star.
But you see, the only thing about me that grew was my desire. I was never gonna be Maria Tall Chief. I was just this peanut on point. God, that was my whole trip. It still is. My last show, I was 32 and I played a 14-year-old brat.
I thought you told me you were born in 1955.
So I got caught. But I don't look it, and I should have knocked it because I've always been able to work. From the time I was 5 in summer stock, up till now I've never stopped. 'Cause whatever I am
So excited! I was going to the High School of Performing Arts. I was dying to be a serious actress. Anyway, it's the first day of acting class, and we're in the auditorium with the teacher, Mr. Carp. Oh, Mr. Carp. Anyway, he puts us up on the stage with our legs around each other, one in back of the other, and he says, okay, we're going to do improvisations. Now you're on a bobsled, and it's snowing out, and it's cold. Okay, go. Every day for a week we would try to feel the motion down the hill. Every day for a week we would try to hear the wind rush, feel the chill. And I dug right down to the bottom of my soul to see what I Yes, I dug right down to the bottom of my soul, and I tried, and everybody's going, whoosh, whoosh. I feel the snow, I feel the cold, I feel the air. And Mr. Carp turns to me and he says, okay, Morales, what do you feel? And I said, nothing, I'm feeling nothing. And he said, nothing could get a girl transferred. They all felt something, but I felt nothing, except the feeling that this bullshit was absurd. But I said to myself, hey, it's only the first week. Maybe it's genetic? They don't have bobsleds in San Juan. Second week, more advanced, and we had to be a table, be a sports car, ice cream cone. Mr. Carp, he would say, very good, except Morales. Try Morales all alone. So I dug right down to the bottom of my soul to see how an ice cream felt. Yes, I dug right down to the bottom of my soul, and I tried to melt. The kids yelled nothing. They called me nothing, and Carp allowed it, which really makes me burn. They were so helpful. They called me hopeless until I really didn't know where else to turn. And Carp kept saying, Morales, I think you should transfer to Girls High. You'll never be an actress, never. Jesus Christ! Went to church, praying Santa Maria, send me guidance, send me guidance on my knees. Went to church, praying Santa Maria, help me feel it, help me feel it, pretty please. And a voice from down at the bottom of my soul came up to the top of my head. And a voice from down at the bottom of my soul, here is what it said. This man is nothing. This course is nothing. If you want something, go find a better class. And when you find one, you'll be an actress. And I assure you that's what finally came to pass. 6 months later, I heard the Carp had died. And I dug right down to the bottom of my soul and cried. 'Cause I felt nothing.
This summer I turned 15, I lied about my age so I could join ANCA. You know, the nightclub union. 'Cause I could make $60 a week working the strip joints outside of Kansas City. I worked this one club for about 8 weeks straight, and I really became friendly with the stripper. Her name was Lola Torres, and her dynamic twin, 44s. Well, she really took to me. I mean, we did share the only dressing room. And she did a lot of dressing. Anyway, she used to come and pick me up and drive me to work nights. Well, the neighbors would all be hanging outside of their windows, and she'd drive up in her big pink Cadillac convertible and smile. And I'd come tripping out of the house with my little tuxedo and my taxis in my hand, and we got riding down the block with her long flaming red hair blowing in the wind.
12, goodbye 13, hello, Mom.
What came for all those lessons? Dance for grandma, dance for grandma. Like I was Steve McQueen's real sexy. Buckle out, Steve McQueen is. You cannot go
star. Then I could be a movie star.
Well, when the other guys on the block saw Lola, of course they all wanted to know what her story was. So I told them all about this big hot romance we were having. But actually, she was seeing this.
Little brat, that's what my sister was, a little brat. And that's why I shaved her head. I'm glad I shaved her head. But then my father lost his job, so we had to leave El Paso and we wound up in St. Louis, Missouri. Well, it was the furthest thing from my mind to be a dancer, but my mother would embarrass me. So when she'd come to pick me up at school with all those great big yellow rollers in her hair, no matter how much I begged her, and she'd say, "What are you, ashamed of your own mother?" But the thing that made my daddy laugh so much was when I used to jump and dance around the living room. Please take this message to Mother from me. Carry it.
Dad would take Mom to Roseland. She'd come home with her shoes in her hand.
Mama, always wherever I go. Your Maggie,
Darling, I can tell you now. Your father went through life with an open fly.
Mother, wherever I go, your Maggie.
Take after your father's side of the family, the ugly side. Wait until your father gets home. Swear to God.
And it was the first time I'd ever seen a dead body. But then when I was 15, the most terrible thing happened. The Tech-Mac Amateur Hour held auditions in St. Louis, and I didn't hear about it till after they'd gone, and I nearly killed myself. I tried to walk in front of the speeding streetcar, and I remember noticing boys for the first time. Anyway, I remember practicing kissing with Leslie. She was my best girlfriend. Did any of you ever practice kissing with other girls? So that when the time came, you'd know how to. No? Oh my God.
Oh, Judy?
Did you, girl?
Yeah, but just a couple of times.
Oh, count me in.
Thank God. Anyway, I do remember.
The worst thing about school was every time the teacher called on me, I'd be hard. Really, I'd have to lean up against the desk like this. And the teacher would say, "Stand up straight." I can't. I have a pain in my side. Stand up straight. Or walking down the hall, you'd have to walk like this, with all your books stacked up in front of you. I thought it was me. I thought I was the sex maniac.
You are.
I did too. I mean, it didn't go down for 3 years.
And the bus was the worst. I just look at a bus and bingo. And then there was this time I was making out in the back seat with Sally Ketchum. We were necking, and I was feeling her boobs. And feeling her boobs. And after about an hour or so, she said, "Oh, don't you want to feel anything else?" And suddenly I thought to myself, no, I don't.
Did that come as a surprise to you?
Yeah, I guess. It was probably the first time I realized I was homosexual. And I got so depressed, because I thought being gay meant being a bum for the rest of my life. And I said, "Gee, I'll never get to wear nice clothes." And I was really into clothes. I had this pair of powder blue and pink Gallagher pants. Early to bed, early to rise. Your blood goes out with other guys. I bought my first car.
Shit, made it through high school without growing tits.
My problem is wine, and it is something. I can't stand any of this. Let's dance. What am I gonna say when he calls on me? to college. Scholarship to college. So I went. So he went. Yes, I went. Yes, he went. 'Cause I'm gonna be this kindergarten teacher. Imagine me, this kindergarten teacher. And I thought, shit! What are you gonna be when you get settled down? Honey, ain't nobody gonna be standing there with no scholarship to life. And I was scared.
My Christmas gone. My Christmas gone. My childhood is gone. Goodbye. Goodbye 12. Goodbye 13. Goodbye 14. Goodbye 15. Goodbye 16. Goodbye 17. Hello, love. Go to it. 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 Now life really begins. 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 Go to it. Go to it.
So the day after I turned 18, I kissed the folks goodbye, got on a Trailways bus, and headed for the Big Bad Apple. June Allison, right? Because I wanted to be a rockette. Oh yeah, let's get one thing straight. See, I never heard about the Red Shoes. I never saw the Red Shoes. I didn't give a fuck about the Red Shoes. I decided to be a rockette because this girl in my hometown, Luella Heiner, had actually gotten out and made it to New York. And she was a rockette. Well, she came home one Christmas to visit and they gave her a parade. A goddamn parade! I twirled a friggin' baton for 2 hours in the rain. Unfortunately, though, she got knocked up over Christmas. Merry Christmas. Never made it back to Radio City. That was my plan. New York, New York, here I come. Except I had one minor problem. See, I was as ugly as sin. I was ugly, skinny, homely, unattractive, and flat as a pancake. Get the picture? Anyway, I got off this bus in my little white shoes, my little white tights, my little white dress, my little ugly face, and my long blonde hair, which was natural then. I looked like a fucking nurse. I had $87 in my pocket and 7 years of tapping acrobatics. I could do a 180-degree split and come up tapping the Morse code. With that kind of talent, I figured the mayor would be waiting at Port Authority. Wrong. I had to wait 6 months for an audition. Well, finally the big day came and I showed up at the music hall with my red patent leather tap shoes and I did my little tap routine. And this man said to me, "Can you do fan kicks?" Well, sure, I could do terrific fan kicks, but they weren't good enough. Of course, what he was trying to tell me was it was the way I looked and not the fan kicks. So I said, "Fuck you, Radio City and the Rockettes. I'm gonna dance on Broadway." Well, Broadway, same story. Every audition. I mean, I dance rings around girls and find myself out in the alley with the other rejects. But after a while, I caught on. I mean, I had eyes, and I saw what they were hiring. I also swiped my dance card once after an audition, and on a scale of 10, they gave me, for dance, 10. For looks, 3. Well, dance 10, looks 3, and I'm still on unemployment, dancing for my own enjoyment. That ain't it, kid, that ain't it, kid. Dance 10, looks 3 is like to die. Left the theater and called the doctor for my appointment to buy tits. this life either. Flat and sassy. I would get the strays and losers. Beggars really can't be choosers. That ain't it, kid. That ain't it, kid. Fixed the chassis. How do you do? Life turned into an endless medley of G. It had to be you. Why? Tits and ass. Where the cupboard once was bare. Now you're knocking someone's there. You have got to pay top to bottom pay. It's a gas. Just a dash of silicone. Shake your new maracas and you're gone. Tits and ass can change your life. They sure change mine. You're all looking at my tits now, aren't you?
They're not very big.
I heard that. You bitch. I didn't want them like yours. I wanted them in proportion.
Well, you got what you paid for. I wouldn't mind if I had just one of yours.
Well, go out and buy them. Have it all done. Honey, take my word. Grab a cab, come on, see the wizard. I'll park at 73rd for tits and ass. Orchestra and balcony. What they want is what you see. Keep the best of you, do the rest of you. Pits or class. I have never seen it fail. Debutante or chorus girl or wife. Tits and ass. Yes, tits and ass have changed my life.
Paul,
Sir,
would you step out of line? When did you start dancing, Paul?
not until pretty late.
Why?
I don't know why. I just didn't.
Well, what did you do?
Nothing much.
Oh, come on, Paul, you must have done something. How old were you when you started dancing?
16?
16. Well, what did you do up until the time you were 16? I mean, what was your family like?
We were close.
Close. Brothers, sisters?
2 sisters. One died when I was 14.
How?
I don't want to talk about that. I mean, why do we have to talk about that?
Larry, can we please sit down?
Zach, can the kids sit down?
And smoke? Can the adults please smoke?
All right. Everybody take a break. Out in the hall. Paul, try this again later. Cassie, stay on stage, please.
Well, this audition's really interesting, isn't it?
Yeah. What are you doing here?
What do you think? I need a job.
In the chorus?
Oh, look, Zach, I'd love a part, of course. But I'll take what I can get.
You're too good for the chorus, Cassie.
Too good. I did a couple of dance parts, so what?
You were featured. You stopped 2 shows cold. Your career was going fine here in New York.
I can't get a job, Zach. God, you sound like all my friends, my fans, acting like I'm a star and I don't know it. When the truth is, I never even came close, and nobody had the guts to tell me. Well, it would be nice to be a star, but I'm not. I'm a dancer. Give me somebody to dance for. Give me somebody to show. Let me wake up in the morning to find I have somewhere exciting to go.
So you're going through a slow period. It happens to everyone. Something will happen.
That's what I kept telling myself in California. And I kept telling myself that and telling myself that. Well, nothing will happen. I can't act.
What?
I can't act. And there I am in California supposed to be this actress. Well, it didn't take me long to figure out that I can't act. Didn't take Hollywood very long either.
So you didn't work out there?
Oh, sure. A rotten part in a so-so film. Part ended up getting cut, thank God. I was a go-go dancer in a TV movie of the week. Let's see. Oh yeah, commercials. I almost got to squeeze a roll of toilet paper, but I lost out in the finals. Isn't that something? 17 years in the business and I end up flunking toilet paper squeezing. And it was a dancing Band-Aid. That was fun. And we had an earthquake, and I got a terrific tan, and surely you must have heard about the time.
You were going out with some big Asian, being a bit wild, running around.
Well, what else is there to do when you're a woman of leisure but get a bit wild and run around? Not to mention getting fat and going crazy. Which is why I came back to New York. And which is why I'm here today, Zach. Old dear, little pussycat, I need a job. To have something that I can believe in, to have someone to be. Use me, choose me.
I just can't see you dancing in the chorus, Cassie.
Why not?
Listen, if you need some money, call my business manager.
Well, sure, I need money. Who doesn't? But I don't need a handout. I need a job. I need a job, and I don't know any other way to say it. Do you want me to say it again?
No.
Fine. Then we got that far. Look, I haven't worked in 2 years. Not really. There's nothing left for me to do. So I'm putting myself on the line. Yes, I'm putting myself on your line. And I don't want to wait on tables. And what I really don't want to do is teach other people how to do what I should be doing myself. God, I'm a dancer. A dancer dances. Give me somebody to dance with. Give me a place to fit in. Help me return to the world of the living by showing me how to begin. Play me the music. Give me the chance to come through. All I ever needed was the music and the mirror and the chance to dance for you. Give me a job and you instantly get me involved. If you give me a job, then the rest of the crap will get solved. Put me to work, you would think that by now I'm allowed. I'll do you proud. Throw me a rope to grab onto. Help me to prove that I'm strong. Give me the chance to look forward to saying, hey, listen, they're playing my song. Play me the music. Give me the chance to come through.
go back to the chorus, Cassie. That's not the answer.
I'm not trying to go back. I'm trying to start over. I'll settle for that starting over.
Starting over. We can't.
What?
We can't.
We? You're talking about...
No, I'm
yes,
not.
Yes, you are. You're talking about us.
Cassie, let's just keep this business, all right?
By all means. Well, who is here for anything else? That's what it's all about, isn't it? Work, Zach? Well, that's why I'm here today. About work.
Well, you shouldn't have come. You don't fit in, you don't dance like anybody else, you don't know how.
But I did years ago and I can do it again. You're not even letting me try? Please, just give me a chance.
Excuse me, Zach, do you want the kids back now?
No. No, take the kids to the basement and teach them the lyrics to that number. Oh, and send Paul in, please. All right. Go with Larry and learn the lyrics.
Thank you.
You wanted to see me?
Yes, Paul. I really like the way you dance. No, I mean it. So I figured we'd try this again. For one thing, if you're going to change your name, why go from a Puerto Rican name to an Italian one?
Because I don't look it. People say, you don't look Puerto Rican. You don't look Puerto Rican. But I am.
So you figured you looked Italian?
No. I just wanted to become somebody new. So I became Paul San Marco.
Why did you want to become someone new?
Why? I'm not exactly proud of my past.
Who is? But that's what the word means, Paul. Past.
Look, that might be easy for you to say, but...
Wait. What made you start dancing? Your parents?
No. I mean, what do Puerto Ricans know about theater? Now they have Channel 47, but then they didn't have anything. But my father loved movies, and he'd take us all the time. He worked nights, and he'd come home and take us to 42nd Street. And we'd come out of one movie and go to another and another movie. I don't know why, but I loved the musicals.
How old were you?
7 or 8.
On 42nd Street?
Yeah, it was a trip.
Go on.
I'd have to move down front. Because I couldn't see, I wear contact lenses now. I'd move down front, and these strange men would come and sit beside me and play with me. I never told anybody because, well, I figured it didn't matter.
Why did it matter, Paul?
Why? Well,
Look, if this is too rough for you, I've got your picture and resume, that's fine.
Okay. From seeing all those movie musicals, I used to dance around in the street. I'd get caught all the time. I was always being Sid Charisse, always. Which I really don't understand, because I always wanted to be an actor. I mean, I really wanted to perform. Once my cousin said to me, "You'll never be an actor." And I knew she was telling me this because I was such a sissy. I mean, I was terribly effeminate. I always knew I was gay. That didn't bother me. What bothered me was that I didn't know how to be a boy. One day I looked at myself in the mirror and I said, "You're 14 years old and you're a faggot. What are you going to do with your life?" By that time I was in Cardinal Hayes High School. There were 3,000 boys there. I had no protection anymore. No homeroom where I could be charming and funny with the tough guys so they'd fight my battles for me. Like when I went to small schools. I liked school. But my grades got so bad. Even if I knew the answers to questions, I wouldn't raise my hands because I'd be afraid they would laugh at me. They'd even whistle at me in the halls. It was awful. Just awful. Finally, I went down to the principal's office and I said, "I'm a homosexual." Well, it was a Catholic high school at around 1962, and at the age of 15, you just didn't say that. He said to me, "Would you like to see a psychologist?" And I did. And he said, "I think you're very well adjusted for your age, and I think you should quit school." So I did. But I really didn't want to. I just couldn't take it anymore. See, when I quit school, what I was doing was trying to find out who I am and how to be a man. You know, there are a lot of people in this world who don't know how to be men. Since then, I found out that I am one. I was just looking for the wrong thing. I was trying to learn how to be butch. Anyway, I started hanging around 72nd Street, meeting all these really strange people. I was just trying to make friends who were like me so that I'd understand what it was that I was. Somebody told me they were looking for male dancers for the Jewel Box Review. You know, the drag show. So I go down to audition. Now, from all those years of pretending I was Sid Charisse, I had this fabulous extension. I mean, I could turn anything, my first audition. And they said to me, "You're too short to be a boy. Would you like to be a pony?" I said, "What's that?" They said, "A girl." "What do I have to do?" "Show us your legs." "But I have hair on my legs." "That's okay. Come on upstairs." And they hiked up my dungarees, threw on a pair of nylon stockings and high heels. It was freaky. It was incredible. They brought me back downstairs and said, "Oh, you have wonderful legs." I said, "Really?" "Terrific." It's so strange thinking about this. It was a whole lifetime ago. I was just past 16. Anyway, then there was this thing of me trying to hide it from my parents. That was something, because I had to buy all this stuff, like shoes to rehearse in, earrings, makeup, and I would hide it. My mother would find it. I told her there was this girl in the show who didn't want her mother to know what she was doing. She believed me. Well, I was finally in show business. It was the asshole of show business, but it was a job. Nothing to brag about. I had friends. But after a while, it was so demeaning. Nobody at the Jewel Box had any dignity, and most of them were ashamed of themselves, considered themselves freaks. I don't know, I guess it was the lack of dignity that got to me. So I left. Well, I muddled around for a while. I worked as a waiter, as an office boy, but without an education, you can't get a good job. So when the Jewel Box called and asked if I'd come back, I went. We were working the Apollo Theater on 125th Street, doing 4 shows a day with a movie. It was really tacky. The show was going to Chicago. My parents wanted to say goodbye. They were going to bring my luggage to the theater after the show. Well, we were doing this Oriental number, and I looked like Anna Mae Wong. I had these 2 big chrysanthemums on either side of my head, and this huge headdress with gold balls hanging all over it. Well, going on for the finale, going down the stairs, who should I happen to see standing by the stage door but my parents? They got there too early. I didn't know what to do. I freaked. I thought to myself, I know, I'll just walk quickly past them like all the others. They'll never recognize me. So I took a deep breath, and I started down the stairs. And just as I passed my mother, I heard her say, "Oh my God. Well, I died." But what could I do? I had to go on for the finale, so I just kept going. After the show, I went back to my dressing room. After I'd finished dressing and taken off my makeup, I went back downstairs. And there were my parents, standing in the middle of all of these. And all they said to me was, "Please write. Make sure you eat. Take care of yourself." And just before my parents left, my father turned to the producer and he said, "Take care of my son." That was the first time he ever called me that.
Are you ready for the cue?
All right, Larry. Bring him in.
Okay, kids, let's go.
Larry, get the hats. this. Everybody grab a hat, please.
Everybody grab hats, using hats. Try to get one that fits.
All right, now, this is the same combination we learned earlier. It goes with the lyrics you just learned. Now listen, this is important. You must see unison dancing. This is one of those numbers where you back the star. You're her frame, and I don't want anybody to pull my eye. All right, now let's review this. Starting position is turned in third, hips and shoulders on the diagonal, elbows up, chest up, chin up, eyes front, ready. 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, chin. Walk, walk, point, 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 flick, step, kick. Right, let's do it again from singular sensation. And singular sensation. Point, 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 flick, step, kick, step, change, continuing. Walk, walk, up, down, down, point, step, rush, step, rush, back, flick, step, and step, lunge, lunge, slow, 3, 4, 5, 6, hat, kick, step, rush, arm, step, rush, back, flip, change, step in the angle, step body square, turn, back, down, step, going, make it sharp, body square, back, step, change, back to the head, step, touch, step, up, step, shot, yay, hat, no hat. Right, now let's do it again, facing away from the mirror.
Excuse me, the step after the grapevine, does the hat go down on 2?
Yeah, hat's on 2.
But when does the hat go up?
On 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
All right, now listen, this is important. The exact style I'm looking for is very 30s. Let's do it again. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2.
Shoulder up.
Singular sensation.
Stay pulled up. Point.
And
Point. Flick. Step. Kick. Hat to the head.
3, 4.
Lead with the hip. Follow through.
Pump down.
Middle of the phrase.
Elbow right down. Point.
Step, rush, 3, 4, suddenly nobody.
Step. Flick. Step. Up. Step. And step.
Lunge.
Lunge. Love.
3, 4, 5, 6.
Hat.
Kick, step, rush. Back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, now let me see this in groups of 4. The first group ready, group 1. A 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, group 2. Singular sensation. 1, 2, 3, 4. 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Every move that she makes. 6, 7, 8. 1 smile at a time. Nobody else will do. You know you'll never be lonely with what you know. 1, 5, 6, 7, 8. And you the rest. 6, 7, 8. For the girls and God rest. 7, 8. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 2. I really have to mention she's the one. All right, now let me see the girls in a line. The tallest girls in the center, shorter girls on the end. A 5, 6, 7. Larry, a hat. A 5, 6, 7, 8. Late.
Singular sensation. Every little step she takes. 1.
Up the head, Cassie.
Rhythm combination. Every move that she makes.
Maggie, Maggie Sharper.
1 smile and silently nobody else will do. You know you'll never be lonely with you know. One moment in her presence and you can forget the rest. Other girls have gone best to know.
she takes.
6, 7, 8, 1. Pop the head, Cassie.
Thrilling combination, every move that she makes. One smile and suddenly nobody else will do.
You're distorting the combination.
Only with you.
It's like everybody else.
One moment in her presence, and you can't forget the rest. For the girl is second best to none. Son, ooh, sigh, give me your attention too. I really have to mention she's the one.
Smile and sing.
One singular sensation, every little step she takes. One thrilling combination, every move that she makes. One smile and suddenly nobody else will do. You know you'll never be lonely with you know. One moment in her presence, and you can't forget the rest. For the girl is second best to none. Son, ooh, sigh, give me your attention too. I really have to mention she's the one.
What's wrong? What are you doing?
My job.
What?
How could you do it? You got out of the chorus when you were 22. What the hell makes it you can do it again when you're 32?
I said.
Cassie, you can't do it.
But I didn't. I did what you wanted. I pulled in. I cooled it. I danced like everybody else.
I know you did. To be perfectly honest, I couldn't stand it.
You know, that's your problem. Why? Because you took me out of the chorus in the first place? Does that make you feel like some kind of a failure?
Why did you leave me?
Oh, so we're gonna get into that.
Why did you leave me? I came home one night and you were gone.
Why, Zach? You noticed.
Oh, very funny.
You hadn't left me weeks before.
Left? I thought we were living together.
No, sharing the same apartment, maybe. I mean, in the real sense of the word left. You left. Well, you were madly in love again.
Oh, no, I wasn't. Cassie, you know I wasn't. I was directing my first play.
And you were in love with it. And often the only world that means anything to you.
Cassie, you know how important that was to me. Christ, if I could direct a straight play and pull it off, it meant I wasn't going to be stuck making up dance
You were
steps the
never
rest of my
stuck.
life.
You were going to make sure you did it all. Direct, choreograph, musicals, plays, movies. I knew you loved work, but you really get off on it, don't you?
Yeah, I guess I do. Didn't seem to matter that much when we were working together. It's only when you're not there seems to be a problem here.
Zach, I didn't mind not being a part of your work. It was not being a part of your life that got to me. And not being able to keep up with you, because that's what you expected. I know you did. You were moving up and you wanted me to be right up there with you. Well, I was a good dancer, but you wanted me to be a star.
What's wrong with that? I mean, why shouldn't you be? Why shouldn't you be the best that you can be? When I got out of the chorus, I decided there was nothing that was going to hold me
decision,
back.
that's a disease. God, good, better, best, I hate it. How can you stand it? Are you going to go from one show to the next, rehearsing them all 24 hours a day for the rest of your life? You know, you're not even doing it for yourself. You're trying to prove something like I was. Because I was doing it for you. To please you, to keep you, to get you back. Well, I don't want to prove anything anymore. I want to do what I love as much as I can and as long as I can. But at least now I'm doing it for myself. Who are you doing it for?
One singular sensation.
I'm sorry. I have no right to judge.
One thrilling combination.
Why are we doing this? I mean, we must be over this by now, aren't we?
One smile and suddenly nobody else will do.
I am.
Good. Then don't feel you owe me any favors. Just treat me like everybody else.
Is this really what you want from me? Is this really what you want?
One moment in her presence, and you can't forget the rest. For the girl is second best to none. Sigh, ooh, sigh, give me your attention too.
Cassie, you're special.
No, we're all special. He's special and she's special, and Sheila and Richie and Connie, they're all special. And I'd be proud to be dancing in that line. Yes, I would. And I'll take chorus if you'll take me.
Okay, who are we gonna hire?
I don't know.
Well, what do you want to do now?
Start matching them up, do the tap combination.
Okay, everybody, the tap combination. 5, 6, 7, 8.
He's gotta know what he wants by now.
Oh, Jesus, do I have a headache?
I'm not sure I can smile much longer. I should have been a singer.
If George Hamilton could be a movie star, then I could be a movie star.
What am I doing in show business?
Okay, everybody, stage right, please. I'm gonna put you in the couples now. Let me see. I'll start with Don and Cassie and Bobby and Christine. Sheila and Dee Dee, stand by. Girls work other side of the boys, please. The boys work upstage with the girls. 5, 6, 7, 8. Don, work a little closer to Cassie, please. Stay on the beat. All right, hold it. Cassie and Christine, stage left, please. Boys, stay. Sheila, dance with Don. Phoebe with Bobby. 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's see some smiles. I want to see that phony self smile. I want to see that I love to dance smile. Okay, stage left, everybody. Now can I have Deanna and Al, Valerie? Mike, dance with Val.
Smile, honey.
5, 6, 7, 8. Deanna, I'm not hearing any taps.
It's my sneakers.
Stay on the beat. Okay, stage left, please. Now can I have Maggie and Mike?
No, Mark.
Connie, you hiding back there? Come out here.
Tapping is not my strongest point.
And give me Paul. Other three, hang on. 5, 6, 7, 8. Connie, relax. Loosen up. Enjoy it.
Trying to help him get up. You're right.
Oh, you're right. Did you hurt yourself?
No.
Did you pull a muscle? Is it your ankle?
It's not your knee, is it?
Old injury?
Yeah, he had it operated on last year. It's his cartilage. Oh, shit.
All right, everybody stand back. Give him some air.
Call a doctor.
No, really.
You should call a doctor.
Paul, who's your doctor?
I don't want a doctor.
Paul, who's your doctor?
Call Sydney Rhodes, 595-7639.
Larry, call him.
Dr. Sydney Rhodes, 595-7639.
Paul, just try to breathe in slow and relax.
Maybe he should grab something under his knee.
Give me a dance bag.
No, it's okay. I think I just twisted it.
All right, give me a dance bag. Thank you. Easy, ready, up.
Oh, shit.
Is that better?
Does anyone have a Darvon or a Valium?
Give me some water.
I will.
You're gonna be all right, Paul.
Yeah, but out of work, huh?
Look, I don't think you should give him those. You don't know what's wrong.
Please, I've had 3 already today.
Zach, the doctor said it'd be quicker if you got him in a cab at over St. Joseph's than if he came here. He'll be waiting for him at the emergency entrance.
Right.
I'll go.
No.
I'll help you.
Fine, let's go. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Where's the dance bag?
Paul, I'll see you later. Call me from the hospital. What do you do when you can't dance anymore?
Kill yourself.
No, really.
Oh shit, what kind of a question is that?
Real heavy.
Yeah.
I know, but what do you do?
Well, I'll tell you, because I'm getting scared. I mean, I love being in this business, but one day it hits you. Okay, Richie, you've been having fun now for 8 years, and where's it getting you?
Yeah, a lot of people are feeling that way.
And they're getting out of the business fast. Well, there's no security in show business.
Wait a second.
I mean, there's no promotion, there's no advancement.
Listen,
you know?
if you're looking for that kind of security, forget it.
Well, it's not just that. I mean,
Well, what then?
I could do without that. It's just that, shit, there's no work anymore.
Tell me about it.
It's true.
Sure it is, but it's not happening everywhere.
Please, I don't want to hear about how Broadway's dying. I just got here.
Don't worry, honey, it's not.
They're not doing big musicals like they used to.
But even if they did, even if you get this show, it's gonna close someday, right?
Yeah, sure, but that's just the way it is.
He's right. And then you start all over again because in this business, the only chorus line you can't depend on is the one at unemployment, you know?
Get it, Richie.
Yeah, but don't you want to do more than just dance in the chorus?
Well, gee, I just want to get in one.
Well, I want to be something besides the tall brunette second from the end. Not that I want to be a star or anything.
Hell, I do.
Oh, who doesn't? Everybody in the whole goddamn country wants to be a star.
Okay, I admit it. I want to be the next Gwen Verdon.
But she dances.
I know, don't you love her?
But I want to know what you're going to do if you can't dance anymore.
Who cares? I don't care if I never dance another step as long as I live. I'd be happy just going to Hollywood and replacing Jill St. John. Oh, big fucking deal, right? Well, I can dream, can't I?
Yeah, well, dreams don't pay the rent.
So I'll find somebody who can.
That's the thing that gets me. A girl can always get married.
She didn't say anything about marriage.
And another thing is that
Oh, please, I don't know if I can take it.
These bodies don't last forever.
Oh, I can't take it.
We're no better off than athletes.
I'm sorry, but I can't worry about any of that now. Because I plan to go on kicking these legs as long as I can. And when I can't, I'll just do something else.
Right, so you get into acting.
No way.
Oh, you love it. I mean, it's fabulous to find out that you can talk, too. That's what I'm getting into. Not very good, but I'm getting better. And I'll tell you something, honey. It beats busting your ass dancing any day. And at least when you're an actor, you stand a chance.
Oh, come on. There are a lot more actors out of work than dancers.
Oh shit, that's theater! Listen, nobody got into this business to play it safe. We're all here because we wanted to be here. You're all acting like it's just another job and it's not. So what are you all talking about?
life, darlings, it's tough all over. That's why I have no plans, no alternatives. Just get me through the day. One day at a time's enough for me to deal with.
Listen, I'm sure we all feel the same way, or we wouldn't be here. But I've got a wife and 2 kids, and as much as I love dancing in the theater, it's all about paying the bills now and getting the kids through school. I have to go where the money is.
What are you going to do?
I don't know, I'd like to stay in the business. Maybe stage managing, someday directing,
Hello?
whatever. We'll just have to see what comes along.
I can't think of anything else I'd do.
Well, if we all had to go and pick another career. Go on, pick a career. What do you want to be when you grow up?
Young. I know what I'm gonna do, because I know one night whatever show I'm in is gonna close, and I'm finally gonna be able to get off my diet. Then I'm gonna get in the car with my husband, go up to our 50 acres in Vermont, have a bunch of kids, dance around my kitchen cooking, and enjoy getting fat.
That sounds good, except the fat part. Yeah, I'd like that, just not right away.
Listen, all I want to be is just happy.
Come on, aren't you happy? Listen, I sit around and I get depressed all the time. Then I meet somebody and they say to me, "Wow, you dance on Broadway! How fabulous! You got somewhere! You're somebody!" Christ, I get this feeling inside. Because I remember when I used to stand outside of that stage door, and I used to watch all the girls come out of there with their eyelashes and their makeup. Think, God, I'll never be that old. I'll never be that old. I mean, I'll never be old enough to come outside of that stage door. Deep down inside, I knew I would. God damn it, I've come this far and I'm not giving up.
That's what I used to tell myself. I won't give up. I've got to be a ballerina by the time I'm 18. Well, then I found out I should be in musical comedy, so I said, okay, I'll be a chorus girl, but I've got to be playing parts by the time I'm 21.
Oh no, you did that too? Give yourself a time limit? I still do it.
Right. Then you're 25, and you say just a couple years more. Well, hell, I'm 30. I mean, how many years do I have left to be a chorus cutie? 3? 4? If I have my eyes done. Well, I don't want to deal on that level any longer. So, just recently I've been thinking about opening up a dance studio. I don't know. Am I copping out? Am I growing up? I don't know.
Who does? Listen, who knows anything? I mean, it's just something you're gonna have to wait and see.
Right. But if today were the day you had to stop dancing, how would you feel?
Kiss today goodbye. The sweetness and the sorrow. Wish me luck the same to you. And I won't forget what I did for love, what I did for love. Look, my eyes are dry. The gift was ours to borrow. It's as if we always knew. And I won't forget what I did for love, what I did for love. Gone, love is never gone. As we travel on, love's what we'll remember. Kiss today goodbye and point me toward tomorrow. We did what we had to do. Won't forget, can't regret what I did for love. What I did for love. What I did for love.
before I start eliminating, I just want to say I think you're all terrific. You've been wonderful about going through all of this today. I sincerely wish I could hire every one of you, but I can't. Will the following people please step forward? Don, Greg, Al, Deanna, no, wait, I'm wrong. Back in line. Christine, Bibi, Sheila, Connie, Maggie. Front line, thank you very much. Thank you. I'm sorry. Rehearsals begin September 22nd. We'll rehearse for 6 weeks with a 2-month out-of-town tryout. Our New York opening will be sometime mid-January. Be prepared to sign a standard minimum contract with a 6-month rider. You'll be contacted next week as to where and when to sign your contract. I am very glad that we're going to be working together.
Combination.